Hello and welcome to the 5 Minute Film Club, and also welcome back to my James Bond series looking at 1974's The Man with the Golden Gun. For Roger Moore's second outing as the 00 agent, they chose to loosely adapt a posthumous novel of Fleming's, and back for scriptwriting duties are old stays Richard Maibaum and Tom Mankiewicz, the man who I liked writing Live and Let Die last time, and not so much the time before in Diamonds Are Forever. Behind the camera, once again, is Guy Hamilton. The film opens with a gangster hunting the film's villain, the three-nippled, highly sought-after assassin Francisco Scaramanga, played by Christopher Lee. I really enjoy the opening of this film. However, when I first went to college, one of our lecturers made us watch Enter the Dragon and then showed us this bit, and I was like, yeah, that's just a complete rip-off from the end of Enter the Dragon. I think for the first time, this is when Bond feels like it's on the back foot of cinema. Bond now has to try and catch up to all the trends that cinema and independent cinema definitely is throwing out and audiences are loving. Anyway, Scaramanga and his henchman / butler Knick-Knack send a golden bullet with 007 inscribed on it to MI5, teasing Bond to come and play. Essentially all that Scaramanga wants is for Bond to come out, find him, and then have a kind of showdown together, just so he can test his skills against Bond, who Scaramanga believes is his only equal in the killing game. Christopher Lee, who was famous for playing Dracula and Frankenstein for Hammer in the UK, is brilliant as the eccentric and deranged killer. With him, the film has the ability to go a bit darker than before, and definitely the opening hour or so has some pretty bleak moments. All those things that I said about Tom Mankiewicz when he was writing Live and Let Die, and the experience of writing Diamonds Are Forever for Sean Connery, and then Live and Let Die for Roger Moore, and the differences between writing for the two actors and their interpretation of Bond. Well, all of that has gone out of the window as Bond is back to his, woman-beating ways. And it's rather shocking to see Roger Moore playing the character like that. Now, the film did go actually through various rewrites. Tom Mankiewicz, before filming started, went, I'm done. I don't think I'm writing the best stuff. I'm just going to walk away. So the production team got back Richard Maibaum, who'd written a lot for Sean Connery, and so maybe that's where the kind of Connery moments in the film come from, is from Richard Maibaum, and that kind of makes sense to me. Now, all that being said about the serious elements of the film in the opening hour or so, I should actually mention that there are some stupid bits as well included. The tone of this film is not consistent, as at one point Roger Moore accidentally swallows a golden bullet out of a belly dancer's belly button. Oh, and if you watch really carefully in that scene, you might just glimpse the film crew. Hello, Guy! The story once again tries to tie itself to contemporary issues and looks at the energy crisis that was encompassing the world at the time. So the film has Bond and MI5 and all the world powers going after a Solex agitator that can produce green renewable energy and solar power. That's what this is all about. I do actually like this film for the most part. It got a really bad rap when it came out and still does today. In fact, I text my mate Robert to ask him whether it was okay to like the theme tune to this film, and he replied saying, no, I'm sorry, but yeah, this song by Lulu and John Barry has been rattling around in my head since I rewatched it. But all that I enjoy about the first part of the film unfortunately disappears the closer you get to the climax. Once again, we are in a position of some kind of disaster. The building or complex that Bond and the Bond girl are in, collapsing around him. She's running around in a bikini, saying stupid things, doing stupid stuff, with Bond just shaking his head, essentially, and going, oh, women. I mean, the bit where Britt Ekland playing Goodnight, Ian Fleming and his character names is always fun. But yeah, Goodnight. And she's in a bikini, for reasons, and she bends over and inadvertently presses a button with her backside. That is so stupid. Carry On never got to this level. Did it? It might have done. Anyway, when this film came out, it didn't do financially as well as Live and Let Die. And at the same time, relationships had kind of soured between producers Cubby Broccoli and Harry Saltzman. Harry Saltzman had borrowed a ton of money from a Swiss bank to invest into other businesses. that didn't work out. And so he then owed a lot of money. And so he was trying to sell off his shares to the Bond production company. And it was in and out of court for many years, and it put hold to any future Bond films for a very long time, until eventually he sold his 50% stake in Eon Productions to United Artists. And they could eventually get round in 1977 to make The Spy Who Loved Me. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts about The Man with the Golden Gun. As I say, it's not a Bond fan favourite at all, but there are bits that I really enjoy about it. It's fun and it's dark. The conclusion is ridiculous, but, you know, that's Bond. And the theme song. I like the theme song. Come and get me. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about the film in the comments down below, and I'll see you next week, or maybe the week after, for my review of The Spy Who Loved Me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.